What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to podcast number 2. I'm Captain's Corner here with
Connor.
Connor, and we're back, baby. Well, what a start to the season.
Let's fucking go. Let's
3
get
and
pumped.
0. Let's get pumped, baby. 3
Get
and 0.
162 and 0.
Facts. 3 and 0, about to be 4 and 0, knock on wood. Games currently going on. We just watched Josh Naylor rock the baby right over Corbin Burns' head and let run score. So that was nice to see. What are your thoughts on that, Connor?
Hey, Josh Naylor, good.
Yes.
Yeah, good for him. That's
Fact.
great.
So yeah, let's just get right into it. Connor, give me just a little rundown on how this season has started and kind of what we can take away from this start.
I'm gonna give a bunch of. How about we do this? I'm gonna give a bunch of over exaggerations.
Mm-hmm.
And you tell me if you think any of them are gonna follow through for the rest of the year.
I like that. I like that a lot, actually.
Okay, Jazz Chisholm, greatest Yankee second baseman since Cano. Swaggiest.
Easy, greatest. Boy, I'm a Glaber lover.
If he's playing good defense, stealing bases, popping home runs, would he not be better than Glaber?
No, he could do it, honestly. I think he has the tools to do it, and he's so much better defensively. I don't think that might not be an over-exaggeration.
So his home runs, and just even though like the shit that he talks,
it's unbelievable.
See his quote about being the evil empire?
I didn't.
They asked him about it, and he said if being the evil empire means winning, then yes, we're the evil empire. And that's great.
I love that. That's honestly, I think, like the Yankee way is like winning is what makes people hate us. And I mean, we'll touch on something a little later. Obviously, you can't get away from the torpedo bats, but I think the legacy of winning is what makes people hate us. And then, hey, when we find a little knick-knack paddywhack to help us hit the ball a little better, people are going to assume we're cheating and get angry, and that's fine with us. That's
fine. Other teams are doing it, and like Lindor's doing it, and he's like 0 for 12 with it, but it's fine.
Fact. None of the other hitters are doing good. Maybe they should figure out the stats better. They didn't hire the right physicist. That's all.
Yeah. They have the wrong scientists.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's my Jazz possible over-exaggeration.
Mm.
Aaron Judge, 70 home runs this season.
I think that's an absolute under-exag. No, I'm just kidding. It's honestly.
Can he look? Maybe 70 is too much. Is he going to have another 60-plus home run season?
He absolutely can. And
I think he is.
I think I said this to you earlier, like the other day. He usually struggles in April. Like he's known for starting the season in a slump. He's not known for having a 3 home run game. Was that the second? That was the second game?
Second, yeah.
Yeah, he's not usually doing that. So to start off the way he is, 4 home runs already, 3 games in. Now this is our 4th currently. I think this is the most on pace he's ever been. And like when he gets hot, like in the middle of the season somewhere, he's going to go crazy. And if he could just consistently hit one, I mean, 70's not out of the question. Screw 60.
Screw 60. He got, how many home runs did he hit last year exactly? Do you remember?
I want to say 54.
Somewhere in the 50s?
Yeah.
He did not hit at all in April.
That's what I'm saying.
It's April 1st. He has 4 home runs already.
He started in March this year.
Yeah, like, I think probably the greatest bat that we've seen on the Yankees since A-Rod.
I agree. Yeah. And literally in terms of like overall bat, like power, contact, like getting on base because he's such a feared hitter. I think, like, yeah, overall the greatest bat we've seen since A-Rod. I can agree with that.
Okay, so that's Judge.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go another one. Cody Bellinger is going to have a Juan Soto type season where he's going to be top 3 in MVP voting.
Wow.
He's going to be the 1B to the Yankees. If he can hit like he did on the Cubs around 300, and in Yankee Stadium it looks like he could easily pop 30, and he's a Gold Glove level defender in center field. I mean, how is that not like a top 10 MVP season?
I don't hate it, and I think that's the closest one I could say to that's a little bit crazy. But what I will add on to that is everything that you just said. Like Yankee Stadium's going to help him out so much. He has like the modified torpedo bat, I think. Okay, this is where Yogi walks across my screen. Nice.
Yogi.
Okay, well, yeah.
Nice.
Today's not your day, pal.
You're not him, pal.
Yeah. But yeah, I think he really I mean, hey, dude, if he does that along with everyone else that's just performing well, this Yankee team could win 110 games.
Yeah. I mean, it could be crazy. Now, again, I prefaced all this with saying,
Agreed,
yeah, could be an exaggerated take. I have another one, Paul Goldschmidt. He had a very slow start to last season. Really picked it up the second half of the season. Looked like his old self. Before last year, every year has been like maybe not MVP level, but he won the MVP only a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to get back to that level as well. Not MVP, but I think he'll be probably the best first baseman since Teixeira.
Another valid take. I think I already just feel comfortable with him in the field. Like it just feels good to see like such a seasoned vet at first. And then, dude, yeah, he looks good at the plate. I think we both had the same feeling we mentioned the other day when the game showed Bellinger, Goldschmidt, and Judge standing next to each other. It gave me butterflies.
My heart, yeah.
Yeah, I think just that combination of talent and like something about Goldschmidt. I just feel like he knows what's going on at all times. I feel safe with him in the dugout. Yeah, I don't know. I like that. I think he could honestly have a really great season.
I think he's going to be great. I think, like you said, his veteran presence is great. Even at bats like this game, he lined out to third to end an inning. And that was one of the hardest hit line drives I've seen.
He ripped it.
Like, even when he gets out, it looks good.
And you know what's crazy, too, is he's still shaving. And I think he was one of the guys, he always rocked a beard, right?
I believe so, yeah. But he's rocking the Judgy.
Yeah, he's still clean shaven. I like that. He came to the Yanks. He said, no, I'm going to do it the Yankee way. I like it.
I like that, too.
So.
And then last prediction, Nestor Cortez will be out of the league probably by the trade deadline.
The only thing working in his favor – no,
yeah.
I know. The only thing working in Nestor's favor is that the rest of the Brewers pitching staff is kind of atrocious looking right now as well.
That's true.
So maybe he's fitting in.
New prediction, he's their number one starter by the trade deadline.
Could you imagine? Nah, but dude, yeah, that was just unbelievable. And we could just tail this into kind of talking about the start of the season. How many runs did we score the very first game?
First game was 4-2.
4-2.
I have the box score up right now. Wells hit a homer. Leadoff.
Volpe
hasn't hit leadoff since. We'll talk about that.
Made history as a catcher.
Yeah. Volpe hit a home run in the second, and then Judge that RBI double that hit off the base in seventh, and then Bellinger sac fly.
That's
so right. A little small ball late in the game.
Yeah, that felt like a normal game. That was opening day, so it was a great job getting a dub. But that was like a game where it was like, okay, like this is, I don't know, this is baseball. Like Wells' leadoff homer was incredible. Made history as the first leadoff catcher to hit a home run. Wait, what was it?
No, was it for the Yankees or was it?
I think it was for the Yankees. Was it first catcher to hit a leadoff home run? I feel like it was.
I don't know because I mean Jason Kendall must have done that before.
I forget what he did, but I know he made franchise history with that.
Yeah, he
Um,
definitely made Yankee history.
yeah, and then Volpe. We talked about this, I think, in previous podcasts, but really need to see him step up this year. And as of right now, he's doing more than that.
Yeah, he's popping home runs. He's playing good defense. Can't ask too much more of him. I mean,
Absolutely.
I don't think his batting average is the best right now. It might go up though because he just hit a home run. Um,
Exactly.
yeah, he's looking good. Everyone's looking good. Those torpedo bats, baby.
The torpedo bats. Before we get into that real quick, I did think I just saw it said last year Volpe had 3 home runs through 35 games. This year it's 3 through 4. So
And he's gonna compete with Judge for 70 home runs.
yeah, no, they're gonna be neck and neck. It's gonna be Judge, Belly, Wells, and Volpe all 50 plus this year. Book it.
Top five MVP at the end of the year for the AL: Judge, Belly, Goldschmidt, Volpe, Jazz.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And then actually first we got to talk about then game 2, right? Me and you were hanging out.
Oh, before we go on to game two, real
Yeah,
quick, game one, Bearded Rodon, solid start.
great start.
Tim Hill
And
looked
then
looking good.
Tim Hill looked great. Devin Williams scared me really bad.
He did, yeah. I mean, first game jitters.
And he
Say that.
ended it. He still got through it.
Yeah, he got through it. I'm not worried from one outing from him at all.
No. And
Um,
congrats on him for having a child. I think he's on paternity leave right now.
yeah, he is. Which made us get Adam Ottavino back.
Very interesting. I
Interesting pickup.
think he's 39 years old.
Yeah, yeah, he's
But
up there. Also, game one, Mark Leiter Jr. and Luke Weaver, great bullpen outings.
facts. The
Game
bullpen
one,
has looked great.
yeah, game one is kind of what I thought this season would look like. What's up, Yogs?
He's got a show.
Game one was like a little bit of small ball with like a home run or two here or there.
Mm-hmm.
Good pitching, good defense. And then there's game two, which you can take.
Game 2. So me and you are hanging out, having a good time, sipping some brewskis back. We turn on the game. We're like, you know what? Let's see the Yankees have a good game. Actually, unfortunately, I think I spoiled it. Right? I think I'm on my phone. I say, "Oh my god."
The stream was slightly behind.
Yeah. So I think unfortunately I checked Twitter. I see something. First pitch, Paul Goldschmidt sends it to the seats. Me and you are on cloud 9, right? Then second pitch of the game, Cody Bellinger sends it to the seats. Just both of them just clobbered, right? Now, Aaron Judge gets up. We're thinking there's no way, right? The third pitch of the game. So every batter at this point has seen one pitch. Aaron Judge hits one. A few batters later, Austin Wells. And then, like, it just doesn't stop the entire game. Judge ends up hitting a grand slam. Jazz goes deep. Peraza gets in on it. Like, what was the final score? 20-4?
It was 20-9
Oh,
at the
9.
end.
I'm way off. 20 to
Yeah.
9.
And Judge hit a third home run.
That's right. 3 home runs for Judge. And we had a ton of errors.
Yeah, a lot by Pablo Reyes at third.
Yeah. Hopefully we don't. I mean, I hope he's doing well, but hopefully we don't see him there too much anymore.
Yeah. I mean, Peraza, I feel like it should have been Peraza, Oswaldo, platoon from the start.
I agree.
Yeah, rough outing from Pablo Reyes, but anyway, the team fantastic.
When you score 20 runs, you're allowed to, I guess, make 5 errors because at the end of the day, all that matters is the W, and
Yeah,
unbelievable.
it did kind of suck for Max Fried. He didn't look terrible.
No, I think it
he
could have
didn't
just
look
been
great.
first start jitters, though. You never know.
Yeah, he gave up 7 hits, struck out 4, walked 2, so not the best. but he only gave up 2 earned runs. He gave up 6 runs total, but 4 of
Okay.
them were unearned.
So you really can't fault him for much.
So I mean, if you think like if some of those errors weren't there, if you could have went a little deeper in the game, where now we're looking at like 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs.
Exactly.
But so that spoiled his start, but still a decent start.
Mhm.
You'll be better.
Definitely. And then the third game, the offense just continues. We put up, what, 12-13?
12-3.
12 to 3. I mean, back-to-back games, putting up a total of 32 runs is kind of unbelievable.
Crazy. Judge homers in the first inning, and I'm
Mm.
like just screaming at the top of my lungs.
Literally unbelievable.
Yeah,
Um,
that's crazy. Jazz had 2 home runs. Goldschmidt RBI single. Wells a ground out RBI. Judge scored on a wild pitch. Again, some small ball peppered in. Ben Rice, nice home run. Bellinger, another sac fly. Just the bats are just clicking on all cylinders.
dude, that's the thing is also, yeah, like Ben Rice in one of the first two games had a really nice, I think the first game had a nice rip off the wall, home run that game. Tonight he had a double. So he's seeing the ball well, ripping it. Dominguez just homered for the first time tonight. Um, it's like Goldie and Belly come over and they're like putting on shows. Jazz is playing like a really like I know it's only a few games, but my goodness, if we can even stay relatively in this same atmosphere or stratosphere as like the production we're having right now from like certain guys, even like I think the possibilities are endless. And I'm actually very glad. I hope I continue like feeling this way, but I'm very glad that we didn't go after certain free agents and that there are guys on the team that are just coming out and like saying like, hey, we knew we could do this all along.
Cashman looking a little vindicated with some of these decisions.
For real.
Yeah, no, honestly, and it keeps us. We can still spend next off season if we want or if need be. And
Mm-hmm.
there are certain people like Vladdy Jr. or the first baseman from Japan that maybe we go after if Goldie doesn't come back. But
Mm-hmm.
for this year, we're looking fantastic.
I
Only
agree.
the first series, but it's so much fun to kind of let yourself get wrapped up in that when
100.
it's going well like this.
I agree. But I mean, if you're gonna have a start that if you're gonna have a start that gets you wrapped up in that type of feeling, this is the start to put up 412, like what is that, like 36 runs or something in the first three games. Like
Yeah,
that's something to get excited about. And
yeah, that's crazy. That's averaging 12 a game.
that's unreal. And then even tonight, like we're down 2 runs after a Corbin Carroll home run, but then Volpe gets us on the board. Dominguez ties it up. And in those innings, we had some noise. We had like second and third a couple times. We just couldn't get that big hit.
Hmm.
But then it turns out we don't need the big hit. We hit a soft little roller to Josh Naylor, and he throws it over. Like I said, that's the beauty of putting the ball in play. Like I think the analytics are all about like hitting the ball hard. Like, oh, strikeouts are okay if you're like hitting a bunch of home runs. But there's just certain situations where even though these guys are professionals, if you put it in play, they have to make a play. And like that's like beautiful. I love what Waldo did. And like it was a really not a great swing, and he knew it, but his swing was to put it in play. And like, I don't know, just now we have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, and he ran his ass down the line.
Exactly what you
That's
gotta
another
love.
great thing to see. Seems like
Mhm.
everyone's playing defense, hustling.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I
Um,
don't, what else do you even say about the first series?
God, I love the New York Yankees.
Stroman was okay.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Will Warren, aside from the Corbin Carroll home run, and I mean, I'm
He's
not
been
keeping
pretty
up too
good.
much with the game right now, his stuff's nasty.
He is a crazy like his off speed pitches are wild.
It's
He threw a
unbelievable.
changeup earlier in the game. I was like, how would anyone hit that ever?
Gross. And he's got like the two seamer that complements all the other stuff because like it's so hard and moves so much that yeah, like the change up and like the other stuff he's throwing, it's just like, yeah, how are you even
Dude, could you imagine if he works out like Luis Heel? Just having two of those guys, because we have so many pitchers locked up long term. Cole, who knows how he'll be when he comes back from injury. Max Fried, who I think will be great. Rodon, who I don't think will be an ace, but he's going to be our like 3 pitcher for like the next 5 years. And if with that we can have some like cheaper pitching with Luis Heel and Will Warren, and they're playing at the level that they were playing at, just be huge.
Be a lot of fun things to look forward to, I'd say.
Yeah.
All right, and then let's really dive into the last topic we got here. Just what's going on with these bats, Connor?
I don't really think anything is going on. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of cool, one, that there's like new like customization that's going on, and like making the bat specific to each player, like where I guess more of the meat of the bat is. I think that that's cool, and it's not just the Yankees doing it. So it's funny, everyone kind of freaked out because the Yankees hit like 20 home runs in a season or in a series. But other teams are using it and not having the same results. So just don't care about the backlash.
I agree. I do like I think the only thing they're totally fine with me, and it's like I could care less at the end of the day, especially if we're just hitting the ball well. Like they can go up there with like an aluminum bat if the ump says it's okay. I'm okay with it. But the one thing is like I wonder, like it's just odd to like go up there with something that's just not like a traditional wood bat. Like there's just a small little part of me that's like little kid me that's like I don't know, like it's not.
I can see that. I get that.
But in the same token, like as a competitive like fan, you are hiring people to look into these things, the analytics. And like I saw Dave Portnoy was coming at the Yankees on Twitter saying like, oh, like a good pitcher, like you're trying to get like in on the hands, and now you're giving Volpe the sweet spot in on the hands. And it's like, all right, like I get that, but guess what? Like within the rules, we are getting a bat that is fine-tuned to give Volpe more success.
Yeah.
And so realistically, anything within the rules, like Aaron Judge doesn't want a torpedo bat because guess what? He keeps barreling the ball 400 feet anyway. Volpe, like, I don't know, it's just customization. It's you like certain gloves, certain bats are going to work better. And then guess what? Dave Portnoy, now pitchers can pitch to Volpe and try to get him to hit it off the end of the bat where there's like nothing. So it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, that is another thing. Like people act like the whole barrel is just ginormous now.
People are acting like there's tennis balls in our bats. Like they're acting like it's court. That's like it's unbelievable.
Yeah. Like even if it's easier to hit if it's in on your hands, wouldn't it be harder to hit if it's like at the end of your bat or whatever, like you were saying? I don't know. It seems like there would be trade-offs depending on what type of player you are, which I think, especially like with how hitting has kind of dipped down in recent years, like why would you not want something to make hitting better?
Exactly, that too. Yeah, just for baseball in general to have more home runs and
players are pitchers made their adjustments with different spin rates and velocity, whatever, and this is kind of like the batters adjusting. I feel like.
No, exactly, 100%. So I hope we keep using them. People keep getting mad, and it's all over the league anyway. So I mean, doesn't matter.
Yeah, again, Lindor. I think the last time I looked, he was like 0 for 11 with torpedo bats.
Exactly. You still have to hit the ball. It's still really hard to make contact.
And it's also one series.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you're supposed to get like a big sample of data. You're not getting that in 3 games. Like they might have had like 2 crazy games of offense. I mean, what about the first game? Or I don't know.
No, exactly. I actually just tweeted like this as soon as the game started, when we were down 2-0, or no, it was just like 0-0 going into the top of the third. And I tweeted like, I'm glad that we haven't scored, to be honest, just so people can realize like we just obliterated the Brewers. Like it's nothing more than that. And yeah, like dude, Judge hit 4 with a normal bat. It's just something that's, I don't know. Yeah, it's catered to certain people. We might even be seeing some more funky bats. Like if a guy statistically hits it, like even, I don't even know how you could get more funky, honestly, but like
Just
guys are like hitting it at like the very end of the bat. Maybe the end of the bat will be like huge and they'll just be skinny. And I don't know.
I couldn't
People,
even imagine that. That would be odd.
it would be very odd. But people were like shaving their bats down, like because that was more like comfortable or like better for them. And they've been putting like things on the knob. We've seen stuff. I don't know.
I feel like, do you remember Mario Super Sluggers?
Absolutely.
The who was it? Toadsworth? His bat?
With the little thing on the end.
Yeah, that's immediately what I pictured.
When you would hit a home run with that, it was the best, but I always sucked with him.
Well, he's terrible.
Yeah.
I would pick him just for fun. He pitched so slow
Mm-hmm.
that
It was
like
hard to hit.
playing against friends, you could throw a changeup that took like 5 minutes to get to the plate, and it was just impossible to time up.
That is facts.
Yeah,
Wow. What an iconic game, by the way.
legendary. One of the best baseball games of all time.
Genuinely. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I mean, you just can't dream up a better start than the Yankees are having.
Yeah, right now I'm see me looking to the side a little bit. I have the game on the monitor, just seeing like certain pitches. Fernando Cruz came in for Will Warren, and he is dicing up the Diamondbacks. He has some nasty pitches too.
Dude,
He's a big
nice
strikeout reliever. Josh Naylor ran up.
I hate Josh Naylor with a passion. Who is your most hated player in the league right now?
Most hated.
And the only reason I ask is because mine is hands down Josh Naylor.
Mm-hmm. The only player that really comes to mind is Juan Soto.
That's also a very good answer.
And
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Well, I mean, we'll be back soon with another pod. This was a quick one just to kind of touch on the rapid success of the Yankees and just the madness of the torpedo bats. It's also kind of cool. Like I see people that don't even know baseball talking about these torpedo bats, which is kind of fun. Like baseball's getting a little publicity.
Yeah.
Never
yeah. No, the discourse around the Yankees right now is, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
As a Yankee fan, obviously, I love it. Hate on us again.
For real.
Like,
I
inject that into my veins. I love it.
And I saw a lot of people say, like, the only reason that this is, like, people have a problem with this is because it's the Yankees. And it's like, yes.
Yeah.
Love that. So.
Anything else?
Trying to think. No, just let's go Yankees. Let's get this dub against the Diamondbacks, game 1. And hopefully we're back soon with just more over-exaggerations on the season.
162-0.
Yes, let's do it.
It's coming.
We'll see everyone soon.